Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and the world at large. Fellow citizen of Guyana, today's episode will deal with when a nation cannot accept their fault. There is no hope for tomorrow. But before I dive into my Guyana problem, as Jesus said, take the plank out of your eyes before you take the dust out of your eyes. I think that's a good saying. But let's get down to it. Let me send my condolences to the international community, those who are suffering by flooding, war, famine, but deal with the war more in Israel versus the Palestinian in their own country, and Ukraine because of NATO, and one have to acknowledge what's going on. No human being owns this world, but might be the leader or the king for the area where you belong. Today in the world, let me send my condolences to the people, the innocent people in Israel that lost their loved one on the 7th of October. But I must also send my condolences to the people of the mainland that suffer from 1947, 1967, and even on to now, where squatters are bulldozing their land and killing them. Even in June, shooting them all in the mass when children throw stone according to information it's alleged. Our brothers in Israel, who in charge, it's alleged, take them, arrest them, and break their hand to place. Sometimes I ask, for a nation that remember Adolf Hitler and what he have done, to do this in modern time, something not right. But where are the world today when South Africa take Israel to court and the UN stand dumb? I want to ask the United States of America, the senators and president, do you all have children? Relative, how would you like to know that the aliens who are coming through the border started to kill, bulldoze your house and killing you in your own country? Will that be fair? All I'm hearing ceasefire, but Israel giving more fire. I feel for the Jewish innocent people. But today, the 24th century, the decent, honorable Jewish people, may the good God be with you and keep you safe. Because I've seen the demonstration in Israel, what is happening. But don't only talk about your people who's been kidnapped and hold us hostage when your government is slaughtering people with the help of other foreign dignitaries who just talking ceasefire but helping out. Where is this great God? The great country called the United States of America, I will defend it with my sweat and my blood. But where is our politician? Who is calling the shot? Enough is enough. Too many innocent children are blown out, their hands are blown off their body. They're lost in their family. I think if y'all want to make it clear, with Mr. Blinken going around, it's better you give Israel 2 nuclear bombs to wipe them out and done, because what they're doing is human catastrophe and supplement. I am an American. I condemn it. Many rabbis condemn it. Many decent, honorable Jewish people condemn it. My friends, this is unfair. It looks like Israel is not listening to nobody. But we are giving guns and bombs, plain, to kill innocent people. But yet for all we talk about human rights and democracy. Where are the President of America? Where are the senators? This have nothing to do with Jews and Gentiles, Arab and Indians and Africans. The whole world is falling apart. We have unto this modern day our African brothers and sisters out of Africa because of the slave trade, still throwing it to the shore and the lap of the European people as the white people slave us. But they should know the truth. while they are the one who's enjoying it right now. Fancy houses, cars, planes, helicopters, millions and billions of dollars kicking soccer right in black boots. How would you all like to return back to Mother Africa? Look what's happening there. There's no European ruling you as a white man. Look at India. India do not speak on cheap labor or slavery. Every nation was a slave. King Solomon was a black man. Jesus was a black man. Muhammad was a black man, according to the historian. But who they went to war with? Who killed Jesus? Was it Europeans, white people? Chinese? East Indians? No, man. No. Then they say Adam and Eve was also black. Who betray each other? I'm only asking a question here. Why this have to be in the 24th century? Every race and nation was a slave, someplace, sometime. Now let me go into Guyana. A black brothers, according to the Facebook, I saw, and I would use allege. Barry Jagger, because computer do a lot of things. Barry Jagger was talking about a black brother giving a speech in Linda for former Mackenzie, or somewhere in Guyana. And he said his ancestor told him to come and defend his people or help his people. Well, brother, I would accept what you're saying. And I will represent you if you mean what you're saying. But I would like to take every black woman and man out of Guyana back to Africa, like Marcus Garvey once said. Because if your ancestors had come to represent them, your ancestors should have tell you to come and tell them they were wrong what they do to the Indian, the Amerindian, and other race under the Barnum time, and even some of them escaping it with it now. Come on, brother, wake up. I always say one thing. The Portuguese don't talk about slavery or race, not the Chinese. Well, the mixed race born in Guyana, he can't go to Africa, India, China, or wherever, Portugal. You got to stay right there. While you, the Indians, if you're a Muslim, don't go to India because Modi said India is only for Hindus. And if you're a Hindu, don't go to Pakistan because the same reality. Why politics and religion have to define and make decisions for humanity? When Allah, Bhagwan, and God put us here. God make man, man make religion, politician. Jesus was killed by a vote. That is how it all began, free election with Pontius Pilate. Today, in Guyana, I have put out a picture with a few distinguished guests. I think Arby Norton was sitting there, and Mr. Nigel Hughes. I think, not sure, because you know people can look alike, so I would say select, and with others. I asked these people to call me because I will release an audio. It will not be nice, or it might be nice. Because Guyana will not be divided by the great-grandchildren of African descendant, nor Indian, nor Chinese or Portuguese. The most important thing in life, when you, the black race, and I would say all of you, because out of 200 or something thousand, 70,000 to 80,000 intermarriage of different race, decent, honorable, not miserable like the rest. Those who are down in this racism, thanks to all the past historian, Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, Malik, and all the rest of them, and Brother Farrakhan when he talks, I mean, I have nothing against these people. You cannot change history and historian, but the facts of the matter is not on the playing field. It was not the European, as I can recall, captured no African descendant. It was your own ancestors sold your ancestor out on the part of it. But while looking back so far, where we can look forward and heal the wound and go forward. Indian people are not racial. They are very corrupt, covetous, spiteful, very jealousful, and very ungrateful. They love to criticize and condemn and humiliate one another. They love to insult people, but the decent one again have nothing to do with it. In your own family, there's good and bad. My mother gave birth to me, used to play division against my two brothers and me. Think of it. But if I get the chance, I will hang my second brother, Ryson Alexander Chong, and his wife, Indra Sigubin, as Indra Chong. You hear? Because I know why. I never rob anybody. Not everything I will bring out to the nation. Michael Chong was different. Even though 3,700 concrete bricks was to build a beautiful house and that 3 bags told me make me take it out the yard and I got share in it and I give it away. Out of a lot of cows, he give me 8, I give it away. And these things are only for a lot of time. I realize one thing, and sometimes I wonder if I should regret it to save their life. When I flew from Texas to Curacao and take them off of a ship and it went down. Sometimes I think I should have let it go down with them. But no. Let them live to analyze and realize what's going on. Because their wife, their Indian wife, like Vernon Bechu, a man who I used to stand with, laugh and talk and even help. His daughter married Michael Chong, and he used to tell me I'm not the father. I don't know where that come from. My Chinese wife was in the house, cleaning, cooking, feeding all of them. We didn't have a problem, not even on to this day. But the Indian, you love to self-protect. You love to fight for what is not yours. If you and the Jews were living in the same area, I don't know who would have killed who, because both of you are fighting for what is not yours. And both of you are justifying your crime because you have the money and you could do what you like. But these things only last for a short time. Every man shall demise from this country. In Guyana, under the late Frost Burnham, not little thing happened to these Indian women and the men. And in Mackenzie, that is Linden today, where it's alleged, because you know computer can make a lot of things, a young black brother says ancestor, tell him to represent his people. Now come on, brother, if you're willing to take them back to Ghana, or Togo, or Nigeria, or Freetown, which is neighboring of Benin, I could pay for 1,000 of them, provided they're going back home. And when they arrive, for everyone, 10 must take their place. Because you all are illiterate, ignorant, and warmongers, ready to believe you could kill, beat, and burn, but you're pushing your own fuse. Times have changed. We all have to die. When I get ready now, I hear the coolie government. Then at times you hear the black man government. Why it have to be like this between the two of you? That is why I call for a national front government, where the Amerindian man or woman must be the leader, administered by the other races. You, the black race and Indian, had your turn. Okay? The Portuguese, it was not for the guy joining Bonham, you Indian would have been in Canada and America and elsewhere. And in America, a lot of you in Queens and other places are enjoying what the guy had fought for by that joining in that coalition government. If not, with the help of the CIA, all Indian would have been killed. Get the extorting plan, you Indian bastards. But you curse the Portuguese, the peacemaker. Today you're in Queens, you don't even respect your own. Your own Indian who are poorer than you, you rent them your basement, you want to have sex with your woman. You rent them your roof, you want to have sex with them. And if they're illegal, God have mercy, you turn them into a whore because you know their secret. Well, I'm calling on all Guyanese, black and Indian alike, who live in Canada and America and elsewhere. Be prepared to return back to Guyana and let's unite for a national front government where you won't hear the talk of a black man government and a coolie man government. It will be the people's government, where an Amerindian man and woman must be the leader of their country, followed by the mixed race, the Portuguese and Chinese, then the black, then the Indian. But the law must change, and the Constitution. Any man that break the law to be the president, unless you're a native of the soil. Because you cannot try a man being a foreigner in his own country when it's his country. He'll have the right to act. Okay? And therefore, a lot of you like to kill, but you all got children, grandchildren, you got family. What did Jesus say? Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. And you black people in the Caribbean and the Americas, you all don't like white people. Again, not all of you. Because if every time the white man slaved you, who slaved the white man first? Do your history. King Solomon was a black man. Jesus was a black man. Muhammad was a black man. Black people were the first on the land. And then you all come up with a new criteria lately. Black people was in America, Canada, China, Japan, and Europe before white people. Well, friends, I think you all better go back and drink whatever you all drink or eat what you eat and come up with that bullshit. Certain birds and animals only live certain place. So if you were in those countries before, why there were none of you until lately, then everybody started migrating to a different area. Come off of the historical bullshit and let's look forward, man. Stop dividing the world more than what it is. For those who intermarry, black marry Indian, Indian marry white, Chinese, whatever, you dissolve an award. And we want to make it clear, politics and religion is the most dangerous thing of all. We need a national front government in Guyana. And we need to open up the country so others can come in the country to mind their family, live and live peacefully and make the law. If you thief, execute you. If you rape, execute you. If you lie on somebody, execute you. What more y'all want? Tell me. We time on earth is very short. God and Lucifer is forever and ever. We will dead and gone 1 trillion years before the coming of God and judgment. Millions of other generations may walk on the planet and even walk on our bones. Friends, let's wake up to reality. And for all Guyanese man, woman who living out of Guyana, let's unite and come together. No more PNC, APU or PPP. A national front government. Guyana had never had a leader who thinks for his people. Because if they were thinking, even Amerindian got to buy land in Guyana from Indian and black people. And you're all talking about human rights? Hypocrites! Can you go to heaven and sell Muhammad or Jesus or Abraham a piece of land? Tell me. But you all wanted to claim what the white man did to you, being the black race, as you say. But you forget what your ancestors did to them. 700 years as a Moors in Spain, Europe. And who was the advisor to the pharaohs? And who was Pharaoh? Not a white man. Get that clear. Okay? Not an Indian. Not a Chinese. So if you was in China before the Chinese, Japan, India, Europe, and the America, and Latin and South America, why none of you wasn't there till the European brought you there? Hypocrites. Come on from this bullshit. Because India got a race called the Madras. They are darker than any African descendant. You are divided in your country by culture and language like Guyana, with the native Indian called the Arawaks, the Americans. Friends, let's unite and make Guyana the stepping stone to the freedom for tomorrow. If Mr. Ali is doing good, we have a duty to support him. If he's doing wrong, then we have a duty to oppose him peacefully. But let it be known, he who kill can be killed. Who disappear people's family, they who can be disappeared. Whether you run to America, Canada, England, or anywhere, it's only a plane flight. Get that clear. Jesus says, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. So you know what I mean? If you kill mine, I'm going to kill yours. If you disappear mine, I will disappear yours. And if you use anybody to do it, we'll do the same. But why we have to do that to each other? When our lifespan on earth is 70, but some of we go to 100. Why kill each other? When we could do that. And make the world that we are in the stepping stone to the paradise we are hoping to enter. Why not show love and affection for humanity? We are only different by languages and culture. I have never seen a brown man, a yellow man, a white man, a black man, a purple man, or a green man, or a blue man. If any one of you see them, bring them to me, you will have a reward. So my friends, we need a good judicial system where no one, and constitution, where no one will be above the law. And many things must happen. The Ali government must use a lot of secret things to carry out things against the police, the military, judges and magistrates to see who taking bribe. And if they take bribe to deny a man or woman justice, then they should not be in Guyana and the family can leave, or they could face the fate of whatever the nation decides. Okay? But I have a message. Those who are fighting for land, Sabia taking bribe, lands are mine taking bribe. When the right government take over, every case from Burnham time to present shall be reopened. And if it's proven that your ancestor or who living today bribe to deny a man his justice, you will not like the consequences. Trust me. None of you live forever. Whether you shoot me or I shoot you, you poison me or I poison you, or you burn my house or I burn yours, or you pay the uneducated criminal to get the thing and then you get somebody to kill them because you don't want to talk. So you ignorant black people in Guyana, don't let an Indian pay you to beat, kill or burn. And they're going to tell people. Because once you do it, everybody know who do it. And when they come to you and you refuse, they're going to hand you over. And if you kill the right person that they want you to kill, they can get rid of you before you open your mouth and talk. Stop it. So I urge all of you, let's unite for national freedom. If we put the black government again, a black man or woman, we can have the same thing, the black people government. And if we keep the Indian, we can get the same bloody thing, the coolie government. So we don't want a coolie and an African black government. We want the people's government. Okay? And from there, every man, woman, and child shall live a good life and unite and defend Guyana from foreign invaders. But we will unite and bring people from where the country begins. Africa, India, Portugal, China. And since Guyana is opening for business, anyone coming to Guyana to do business should not be denied, because the biggest thieves are in the parliaments of Guyana and the courthouse and those with uniform. So what you don't like for yourself, don't like for others. There are a lot of things I want to expose, which I done on video and I beg not to expose yet, because I don't want to call name. But I'm calling on the Ali government to look into everything. If a minister gets caught taking bribe, the nation must decide whether to execute or jail. If a magistrate or judge gets caught taking bribe because of religion, party, policy, or race, the nation must decide the same. If a police doing the same thing must happen. If an ordinary citizen doing the same thing must happen. But if you lie on them, then the family must decide what to do with you. And I believe if you hurt an innocent man or woman, the family must decide whether to annihilate you or annihilate the oldest one in your family or the youngest one. Because do unto others what you let them do unto you. I believe in the teaching of Jesus. And I believe in the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him. Okay? If you have to lift the sword, so let it be. Because if you can do it, others can do it. But we don't need to go that way. How many heroes were there? They call them heroes. Let's unite. Save Guyana. If Ali is doing good, it's our duty to stand at his corner. But if he's doing wrong, it's our duty to oppose him and find another leader. With this, I will leave y'all. So far, they are investing all over. But Ali is not God. And therefore, for my brother, once again, before I go, if your ancestor tell you to represent your people, be like Marcus Garvey, back to Africa, and treat the people in Liberia the way Marcus Garvey people treat them. Have a good day. And may God be with all of us. Let's unite.